David West, who's in the starting lineup tonight for Tim Duncan, LaMarcus Aldridge, gone are the veterans, Marco Bellinelli, and Greg Popovich once again finds a way. Everyone says, when will the Spurs go away? This system is so efficient. As long as you've got the big three and you surround it with nice young talent, and a Leonard and Aldridge, they continue to thrive.
11 consecutive wins coming in, number 2 in the West, and here comes.
He had gone underneath the screen. Remember now, this young man is the youngest player in the league at 19. Doesn't turn 20 until October 30th.
It plays like he's 29. Oh, and Chandler wanted to fly. And the landing gear wouldn't come down. Danny Green on that 3-on-2. Beautiful break by San Antonio. Booker again. Didn't start at Kentucky. He was the 6th man of the year in the Southeastern Conference. A lottery pick, 13th the West feed.
And just turned his head. Aldridge with the right job of just cutting to the basket. Nice find there by West.
San Antonio has won their first 2 games over the Phoenix Suns this year by 14 back in November, by 33 just before the first of the year. Kawhi is off balance with the mix and picked up by Chandler. And look at Booker. Fearlessly take it in and take it home. Devin Booker. Devin Booker.
Again, let me just tell you, he is 19 years old. And we've already seen in this first quarter his ability to get to the basket, read screens, and knock down shots. Now the progression will be, how does he do at the defensive end? Because he's getting better, but he still gets lost at times at the defensive end.
Leonard can't scoop it in. Booker had the 32 against Indiana. He's the highest score.
Is not hurt as well. He is just resting, according to Greg Popovich, so we can expect to see him tomorrow night against the Lakers as well.
Very good. Thank you very much. And, of course, a lot of these players are waiting for that Monday matchup on NBA TV against Golden State. Leonard with the drive, counted for 2. The All-Star finds it, and he'll go to the line, and a player is down for the Phoenix Suns, and that is P.J. Tucker.
And your Coach Hornacek, this is the last thing you want to see is Tucker on the floor slowly to get up here. It looked like Leonard was pushed in the back there by Warren, and that's what the N1 was, but it looked like the knee
got it below the belt, and that is no fun.
Oh, goodness.
The foul went on T.J. Warren, who just checked in the game. That is the first on him. So the injuries tonight are many. Teletovic has an ankle sprain. Warren is playing with a sore ankle himself. No John Lure. He's got back spasms. Knee to the chest. So Tucker is out, and Alex Len will come in. There's no Brandon Knight. He's got a strained groin. And Markieff Morris has a shoulder strain. So they are beat up on all fronts. If Tucker doesn't come back, 8 players. Now, Reg, you have eligibility.
I do. I will go in and
Len guard the 5.
We need to look for him there. But how about the nice pass there by Booker? People kind of want to label him as just a shooter. This young man does a little bit of everything.
Good one, the rejection, picked up by Green, back to McCallum, shot clock at 5. Kawhi Leonard. Little shake and bake and pops it up. Rebound by Tyson Chandler, played last year with Dallas where he averaged the double-double, but not this year. He's averaging 5 points and 7 boards for the field.
Really to this fan base here in Phoenix.
After the first San Antonio turnover, this is T.J. Warren at the other end. Diaw collects it, and the Spurs off to the races. Number 2 three-point shooting team in the NBA. Number 3 in assists, Leonard. Warren trying to fetch it, picked up by Brown, and he'll zigzag the other way. Renzo, who's seen some time with other teams. There's a drop ball inside by Corey Jefferson, who made the opening night roster and then was waived January 7th and saw some D-League time and then signed, like I said before, because of the Phoenix injury.
Work on those hands. Pretty good pass there by Brown down low to find the streaking Jefferson. He had an easy put-back dunk. You could have caught that.
Kawhi scoops it off. One of the top three-point shooters in the NBA. Leonard on the perimeter. Shot clock at 2. The look away. Simmons triple. Book it. Nice shot outside for Jonathan Simmons.
Simmons shooting 46% from downtown. That's his 12th made on the season, and he's Papa's energy guy off the bench here for San Antonio.
And Weems from outside, who's seen some time and delivered to you instantly on your phone. Just download Bleacher Report from the App Store or Google Play today or tonight or whenever. Spurs on a 7-0 run. Sonny Weems met by 3 defenders. And here comes Patty Mills. Leonard the other way, and look out as he goes flying. He joins Joe Dumars and Chauncey Billups as the only players to get their first All-Star berth after winning a Finals MVP award. Think about that. Now they've got 8 guys on the bench.
Get a shot of the Suns bench. I mean, look at that.
It's like Reckley. Lent just picked up his 3rd, so he's in foul trouble. Tyson Chandler's got 2.
What a move.
Leonard!
What a move.
He climbs the ladder and finds it the hard way. Beautiful play by Kawhi.
Well, we've heard our own Charles Barkley say that Kawhi, the best player on the planet right now, and it's his ability, and you've seen the growth at the offensive end. Was primarily a defensive player his rookie year, but every year.
Point differential through first 40 games in NBA history, plus 564 points in the first 40. That's a charge and an offensive foul going on Weems of Phoenix.
Look at the move here by Leonard here. Just a little shake and bake, gets into the paint. Chandler a little bit late, rotating over. Look at the numbers and offensively how they've grown into he's a starter selected by the fans, and rightfully so.
See right there a taste of his career year that he is having.
Well, you got to get him the basketball with Chandler guarding him.
In this match, and the shot clock down to 7. On 6.5 to go here in the second quarter. This is Booker. And the Suns the other way. They've lost 14 of 15. Another turnover. Down court. Leonard against Warren. Off balance. And to the line and hitting the deck and falling into the lap of a photographer down there. As Kawhi was fouled on the play. It looks like that's going to go on T.J. Warren. Warren picks up his 2nd personal foul. So, and here's another great note. I got all kinds of them tonight on Leonard.
You're going to need him.
He is named an All-Star. So how about this? How about the list of guys named All-Star, Defensive Player of the Year, and Finals MVP, right? All right, who has been named an All-Star, a Defensive Player of the Year, and a Finals MVP?
Okay.
He is the 3rd ever.
So I'm going to go with Jordan.
Right.
Probably Hakeem Olajuwon.
Very good. Good
Okay.
for you. Yeah,
All
nice
right.
job. Nice job.
That was easy. Come on, you're going to come with the tough stuff. Come with it.
Isn't that a great note? I mean,
That
he shows
is.
you what we told you before. He's
Like anytime you're in the same company of a Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon, you're doing something right.
Booker hit his shot right.
Fun because you feel better about yourself. You feel better about your appearance. You have more energy. I would just encourage children to get out and get active.
Well, the month of December, Kawhi Leonard shot over 50% from the field, over 50% from 3, and over 90% from the free throw line. Only a handful have done that, including Bird and Durant and Nash. And tonight, he was named to his first All-Star team, and he gets a start. And there was, I don't know, people raising their eyes maybe because Draymond Green and he were in contention for that first spot. And sure enough, it's Kawhi. I mean, you can't go wrong either way, certainly, but those are your starters.
Well, who are you going to take off? And I see what Charles's point was about Draymond starting possibly over Kevin Durant, but at the end of the day, it's really the fans' game. It's an exhibition game, and they just want to see the best players on the floor, their favorite players on the floor. But Draymond Green is going to be selected by the coaches, as well as, in my opinion, I think LaMarcus Aldridge from this Spurs team probably should be a reserve.
But to me, Reggie, so far this season, I don't know if there's been a more compelling player to watch in the NBA than Draymond Green.
And/or team.
And/or team. Yeah, well, and the Spurs right there with him.
About the Spurs, but yet again, you look up, they're 36-6. And we talked about only one player plays over 30 minutes, and that's Kawhi at 33. So they're going to be well rested come playoff time. And here's the big matchup on Monday. Game 1 between these two Titans.
On NBA TV, by the way, that's going to be fun to watch. Second foul caught for Weems. These two teams meet 4 times. That's the first of 4. Goodwin keeping it home, working on West. Brooklyn, where he played last year, 50 games. Signed with the Suns in September. Made opening night roster, did Corey Jefferson. And then was waived early January. Then re-signed with the 3 injured power forwards going into tonight. Now only 8 healthy bodies out there for the Suns. They've already lost 1, and P.J. Tucker still back in the locker room. Here comes Leonard, doubled in a straight jacket and foul by Archie Goodwin, who picks up the foul. That's the first on him. The big issue, Reggie, with the Phoenix Suns has been their god-awful defense. 29th in points allowed, a dismal 30th position in defensive field goal position. They've allowed the 2nd most points and the highest shooting percentage of any defense in the NBA.
Well, again, you knew they weren't going to be great, but obviously losing their best defender in Eric Bledsoe and then Knight going down and all the injuries, I'm sure, have attributed to those numbers you just mentioned. This is almost like patchwork that Coach Hornacek is. There's the owner, Robert Silver, and you heard about his comments and about the millennials and the change of the 2 assistant coaches being let go.
Here's one, so they can get younger at that position. 10 rebounds, by the way, for Tyson so far in the game.
Well, he's going to give you that type of effort as Warren gets an easy lay-in, on the boards offensively as well as defensively. That production for Chandler's game has not diminished.
Foul goes on Warren for the 4th time. He is the 15th, is T.J. Warren, the 15th leading scorer off the bench in the league.
4 fouls, you got to be careful now. That bench is depleted. Leonard knocks down a 3.
Kawhi is the number 2 3-point shooter in the league. His percentage is terrific, 48%. Kawhi from beyond the arc. With a foul on the perimeter, and that goes on David West.
Well, that's his 75th made here, and played pretty effective.
Now with 7, that was
a pass from Chandler over the rim there.
Kawhi and Leonard over Warren. 12 rebounds by Chandler. This offense is number 12 in scoring in Phoenix. That shot by McCallum won't drop. Just to finish off the record against sub-500 teams and teams above 500, San Antonio 16-4 against teams with a record over even. There's a shove inside, count the basket.
No basket. Block shot here by West to create that fast break opportunity for San Antonio.
Do not count the basket. Leonard picks up his first. Do not count the basket. Len.
And back-to-back threes here for the Suns, showing a little life. That's the one thing that this young Phoenix team has done well. They've shot 37% on the season so far, 3rd best in the association. Nice move there by Leonard to spin baseline on Warren.
Leonard averages 20 points a game tonight. He's got 16. Little drive inside and a foul.
To a veteran team that's had so much success, you get off to this kind of start. It shows you the continuity this team and this franchise has had over the last 18 years, along with Tim Duncan.
A lot of success, 50 wins or more over the last 16 consecutive seasons for Reds. That is the longest streak in NBA history. 5 fouls now on T.J. Warren. He'll check out. Here comes Sonny Weems here.
You think about the Spurs and the success they've had. They're 12-6 on the road this year. They've had 18 consecutive winning seasons on the road.
That is amazing.
The last time they did not have a winning season on the road, 96-97, when they went 8-33. Think about that. Every year, you've been successful on the road. Nice move again.
Ooh, boy, across the lane, huh?
Look at the mitts. The way he handles the basketball. It's like an orange
Number 10, Sonny Weems, his
for
third.
Kawhi Leonard.
Weems is third. Leonard's got 18.
Kawhi Leonard to the line. No shots.
Strong and across the lane.
Big hands. We talked about the broad shoulders. And we walked up on Kawhi Leonard. He's bigger than he looks. After we spoke with Popovich and we came out and he was out there kind of warming up, I mean, he is a big dude. He's a big 6'8". Like Magic, Bird, they were big 6'9".
Weems. Saved by Green. Green has not found a shot coming in over the last couple of games. He had gone 3 of 15. One of one. Hasn't shot that much. Here's 3-on-2. Goodwin trying to split the defense. And the officials look at each other. And then the third official to discuss it. It is off of Phoenix.
How about the block there by Danny Green here?
Yep, he's talking about it.
Defensively, there's the block and right off the hand there of Goodwin.
Benny Adams had the call. He watched it from behind. It was a good call indeed. Green will check out. West is out. Here comes Anderson. Here comes Boris Diaw.
Defense.
I like what Pop does too. You know, when guys are going to miss games like
Tonight for Devin Booker.
And that's
He's got a Phoenix high 20 points.
and that's with Kawhi Leonard guarding him. Talk about a
Reigning defensive player of the year.
quick catch and shoot.
Yes.
And now he's got to guard him at the other end.
Rasul Butler is checked in for the first time tonight. Bonner is on the wing. They go inside. Here is Leonard, shoved and fouled. Len battling.
Side out.
The fouls, number 1, Devin Booker, his second
And
foul.
Devin Booker picks up
Third
his
Suns team
second.
foul.
Booker is not afraid
No.
to get into the rough stuff. I'd see this kid too on Friday night. If any rookie is deserving of being in that Rising Stars thing on Friday, it's him. McCallum with the drive on Brown.
Pitch there by McCallum to go under his arm and use that right.
Len the drive, scooping it around Maranovic and picked up by Bonner. One thing the Spurs do well is they use that D-League team a lot to get their guys time. Place them down there with a purpose. They teach the same system they run on the parent club, and it's paid off. McCallum is an example of that. Bonner, a three! He put that baby in from outside. Nice triple by Bonner.
Everyone other than Ginobili, who's probably done for the night, has scored for the Spurs.
Weems over Bonner with the close. Marjanovic picks up the loose ball and gets it on to McCallum. Simmons, as we mentioned before, that D-League team in Austin, the Toros. It's the organization owns and runs and carry the same system down below. Leonard almost had it go, and he was handcuffed that time by Devin Booker. Well, these are the guys the reserves will be announced next week, but you've got your own pile of reserves you've looked at, and guys you would include after the starters who were named tonight on TNT.
Well, to me, a given is Clay, Draymond, and DeMarcus Cousins.
Yep.
I think those three will be given. Everyone else is up for negotiation, but I like to reward winning, so I put Dirk in there. You've got to have, in my opinion, two players from the Spurs team. So I went with LaMarcus Aldridge and Chris Paul and Damian Lillard. And everyone's like, wait a minute, how can you not have the second leading scorer,
Harden?
in James Harden?
And why can't you? Why don't you?
You can, but I'm not there yet. I'm just not there yet. I like him.
I think a lot of people feel the way you do. Shove on the perimeter with the foul. And there was a push down low, too. Leonard picks up his second. And is it the lack of defense that bothers you with
No,
the
it's not
hard?
the lack of-
What is
no.
it? What is it?
I mean, you got to play both ends of the floor, obviously, and he's a tremendous scorer and assist guy too.
Oh, he's incredibly creative.
Yes.
There's no doubt. I mean,
No,
the
I don't want
numbers
people to think I'm
reflect
hating on him. I'm not. But I mean, you got to make others around you better.
Glenn